Learn to read, recite, and understand Quran Majid with tajweed and tafsir. Welcome to the Quranic vocabulary course. In this course, you learn about the most frequently used words in the Quran Majid. So we usually take a list of 9 words and explain their several meanings and usage. The schedule is every Thursday at 8 p.m. GMT or 3 p.m. EST. We have this live session on Zoom, and you are welcome to join, inshallah, and then you can also watch the recording on YouTube. Please find the links to the previous videos in the description box of this video and every video, inshallah. Subscribe to get the latest content about the Quran, how to read, recite, and understand Quran Majid. Share the link to your loved ones and get your share in Sawab. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين وآله الطيبين الطاهرين أما بعد فقد قال الله الحكيم في كتابه الكريم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ولقد يسرنا القرآن للذكر فهل من مدكر. Indeed, we have made the Quran easy to learn and remember. So is there anyone who will remember? The Quranic vocabulary course depends on this pie chart. So you can see this pie chart, and it represents all the words in the Holy Quran. Alhamdulillah, we are done with the green part. That was 45% of the Quran Majid. We had 8 lists of nouns, pronouns, and question words, and prepositions, and so on. If you haven't seen those videos, please first see those so you can have a better idea about how the words are used in the Quran. Most of those words are independent, and most of them and the others come in combinations with one another. So inshallah, today we'll be starting the blue part, that is 100 words. These words comprise of nouns like Sama, Al-Ard, Al-Malaika, and all the nouns. But we will only take those that are frequently used in the Quran Majid, because our course is related to the study of Quran Majid. In the last session, I referred to this chart on your hand, and it was about the subject pronouns. Huwa, huma, hum, hiya, huma, hunna, anta, antuma, antum, anti, antuma, antunna, ana, nahnu. I'm sure most of you have memorized this, and if you have not memorized it, please try your best to memorize it on your fingertips. So the count should also be there. Only rote memorizing will not work. You have to point to your fingers to the right place, so you can have a better idea in the lessons coming up, and the next lessons will be easy, inshallah, for you if you have this chart on your hand. So let's move on to today's list. Alhamdulillah, we are on the blue part. About the 200 words that are in black, these are verbs. So these verbs are like qala, fa'ala, sha'a, and etc. We are having a separate dars, a separate session for ilm al-sarf, insha'Allah ta'ala, starting tomorrow. So tomorrow it will be the same time for that dars, but for that you have to register first. So please join our group and register. So the first name that should be there, with which we should start, is the name of Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala. The name Allah has appeared in the Quran 2,550 times approximately. All the counting written here may not be exact. It may be an approximation, because Allah knows the best. And this is just to tell you about the importance of that particular word. So the word Allah has been used 2,550 times. Allah should always be translated as Allah. I have seen translations that mention God, but God, for God, there is another word in Arabic, and we call it ilah. Many places I have seen the translation like this: the God, with the capital T and the capital G. But in fact, this translation is also not sufficient to explain this word. The word Allah cannot be explained. It has some roots in history and in dictionary, but the word Allah in its entirety cannot be explained, and that is evident. So the word Allah is a noun, and as we have studied in our tajweed sessions, in A'udhu Billahi Minash Shaitanir Rajim and Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, in the name of Allah. So Allah can combine with other words as well that we have already studied in our 8 lists, okay, in the basic course of Quranic vocabulary. So I will rename the playlist to Quranic vocabulary basic, okay, inshallah, so you can easily find the basic things first. So we have some combinations of the word Allah. Okay, so inshallah, today we are going to have a rather interactive session, and I encourage you all to please answer a question that I put forward, inshallah. Try to give only one answer so that others also may have a turn, inshallah. So the first one is Wallahi. Would anyone tell me what does this mean? Wallahi.
It's an oath.
It's an oath. Very good. Ahsanti. So it's the waw qasam. So how do you know that if it is a waw qasam or if it is a waw meaning and? We have learned that the word waw means and, right? A-N-D, and. So why don't we translate it as and Allah? And why do we translate it as by Allah? By Allah means a qasam by Allah. So how do
Shall I
we?
answer?
Yes, please. Yes, sister.
Because it's got a kasra at the end.
Ahsanti. And what does it says? Like what does it determine? The
Because
kasra is there,
it's a
right?
noun with a kasra, so that means it's an oath.
Any noun with a kasra?
Not sure, but I know that if it's a noun and it's got a kasra like muzaf, muzaf ilayh, then it's
Okay. So this is wow. Okay. Anyone else would like to answer?
Because of wow.
Yes, it is because of wow, and the kasra is because of wow. But why do we translate it as a qasam, as an oath, and not as the word and? The word wow, they generally means and, right? So the wow that means and is the wow ataf. If we write it with wow ataf, anyone else would like to answer? Still, we have got chance. Yes, any other sisters? Okay, so if it is a wow ataf meaning and, then the word Allah will have a dhamma, like it would be marfu. Wallahu. Wallahu bima ta'maluna basir. Right? But here it's wallahi. So the wow qasam gives a jar to the ism Allah, and it makes the translation by Allah. Ya Allah ki qasam. So note the difference between wallahu and wallahi. Wallahu and wallahi. Wallahi means by Allah, Allah ki qasam, and wallahu means or Allah, yani and Allah. I'm mixing the languages, I'm sorry, but this is the only way I know how to explain it. Okay, so the next one we have is fallahu. Fallahu. Anyone?
Can I ask a question?
Yes, please.
What is ataf?
What is?
Ataf. What does ataf mean?
Wow, ataf. Wow, ataf. That gives the meaning and, connecting, as a conjunction.
So in general,
I have a
ataf
book.
is a.
I have a book and a pen. So I don't say I have a book and I have a pen and I have shoes. Not like that, right? I just say I have, and then I mention all the things with wow ataf.
So would fi also be ataf? Ala,
No.
fi, no.
No. Those are prepositions. Those are haruful jarra.
Okay.
Okay. This wow that I said is wow ataf. That's a conjunction, meaning and, a and d, and we have discussed this in our lists. Okay, so the next word is fallahu. Yes, anyone? Fallahu.
So Allah, fa means so.
So good. Fa means so, and Allah means Allah. So Allah.
Yes.
Inshallah, I'm sure it's clear. Yeah. Next one is lillahi. Anyone?
For Allah. Lillahi.
Okay, lillahi means for Allah, as we have studied in our lists of vocabulary. The basic list that lam kasra li means for, and then the noun follows. Lam kasra li changes to lam fatha la if we are using an attached pronoun to it. That is usually an object pronoun, like lahu, laha, lahum, and lahunna, etc. Okay,
can I ask a question again?
Yes, sister, anytime.
Sorry. So lahu is the same like li for, but because there is this pronoun at the end, it becomes lahu.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. That this li changes to la when it is connected to a pronoun, an object pronoun.
Okay.
Okay. It can be lahu, laha, but there is another la that is used for ta'keed. That's called lam ta'keed, for emphasis.
Certainly.
Certainly, meaning certainly. And there's also another lam that's called lam amar. Okay. So inshallah, we will eventually study each of them inshallah when the time comes.
So
So-
noun ta'kid is laqad. Laqad arsalna.
Yes, laqad arsalna, exactly. MashaAllah. Ahsanti. Ahsanti.
Okay, jazakallah.
Actually, when I'm dealing with so many things and technical things and also drawing on the board, so I don't get the examples right away in my mind. Thank you very much for helping me in this, sister. And I strongly recommend all of you to take your part, inshallah, to get the best results from this learning, inshallah. Although we can learn slowly or we can learn a little amount of knowledge, but inshallah, if you are more indulged into it, you will get more, inshallah, and may Allah prosper you all and may Allah increase your knowledge, inshallah.
Jazakallah khair.
Jazakumullah. Okay, so the next one is walillahi. Anyone else, please, except for these sisters? Walillahi. Any new voice, inshallah? Yes, anyone would like to answer this? Walillahi.
And for Allah.
Ahsanti, ahsanti. And wa means and, right? Right? And we have explained the difference between this wa and that wa, right? So wa li means for, right? And Allah means Allah. And for Allah. Ahsanti, mashallah. Thank you. Okay, next one. Falillahi. Falillahi.
So for Allah.
So, mashallah. Alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah. So for Allah. Ahsanti. Good job. So for Allah. Abillahi. Yes, anyone. Now it can be anyone, please. Abillahi.
And with Allah.
Come again, sister.
Ba is with and Allah. With Allah.
What is for this? What's this for?
Question mark. Is it?
Ahsanti, mashallah. So
Yeah.
question mark is and the question is with Allah.
Is it with Allah?
Are you okay, let's not go into the examples, otherwise the verse will get very long. Allahu. Yes, anyone?
No.
Okay. So let's keep it for a homework. Write it down, inshallah, and find the meaning of this word. Allahu. It has a clue here. Okay, next one. Billahi. It's simple. Yes, anyone, please?
Is it an oath again?
Yes, it can be oath and it can be another meaning as well. Depending on the sentence, we will see the context.
With Allah.
With Allah. Ahsanti, with Allah. So, ba in itself has 9 meanings. Okay? Inshallah, I'll make a dars for ba only, which has 9 meanings. It can be used in different meanings and context. Next one is Tallahi. Anyone?
I think it's an oath again, Sheikh said.
Ahsanti, mashallah, ahsanti. And in which surah do you see this oath? It's more used in Surah Yusuf. Okay, Tallahi. The letter ta is ta qasam, okay, and it gives a jar as usual, right? As we have studied wallahi and billahi, if they are used for a qasam, they will give a jar to the noun.
Okay.
Wallahi can be a qasam to anyone, for anyone, but tallahi has a qasam only for the word Allah. You cannot say tar-rahmani, tar-rahimi, right? But you can say bir-rahmani, bir-rahimi, right? So Allah can be only used for this qasam, tallahi. And what Allahi is also wow, ataf. That's inshallah simple. Oh my God, we have reached 28 minutes. Okay, any more questions, sisters? Or should we carry on?
So what Allah is a qasam as well?
Yes, of course. Waw is for ataf, meaning and.
Okay.
The letter waw also has 4 meanings.
Is be a preposition?
Yes, fi is a preposition meaning in.
B.
Ji?
Bazir B.
Acha,
B.
ba kasra
Bazir.
B. Okay. Yes, be can be a preposition most of the time. Okay, let's move on to the next word. And what other better word than the word Ar-Rahman? Ar-Rahman has been used 57 times in the Quran. It is a noun. And on the right side, on the top, you can see the root for Ra, Ha, Mim. We did not discuss the roots about the word Allah because it needs a very deeper understanding. Inshallah, I don't feel capable enough to prepare a dars for that, but inshallah, I'll try my best to make a proper dars for the word Allah, explaining its meanings and roots, and like from different dictionaries, inshallah. Okay, so Ra, Ha, and Mim. Ra, Ha, and Mim refers to the womb as well. The woman's womb is also called Rahm in Arabic language. And as a mother cares for her baby in the womb, Allah cares for His servants. Allah cares for us because He is Rahman. And He cares for everyone. So the most gracious, or we can also say gracious to everyone. Either it's a mu'min or a kafir. He gives sustenance to all. The example for this Ar-Rahman is again, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. The usage of Rahman is Bir-Rahmani and Lir-Rahmani. So any sister would reply to this question for Bir-Rahmani?
You had said it's a qasam. Bir-Rahman, you can go.
Bir-Rahmani, Ahsanti, very good. And how do you recognize if it is a qasam or a preposition?
Because it's got kasra at the end of the noun.
Both of them will have kasras.
This one is for Rahman, right? Li.
And it can be both. It can be both. Okay, so you understand that from the context and the structure of the sentence. So there Nahu comes in. Right? And then the other one is Lir-Rahmani. Lir-Rahmani. What is it for Rahman? Yes.
Is it for?
And Lir-Rahmani means
Bir-Rahmani.
No.
for Rahman. Okay. Lam is for. We just explained the conditions of Lam in the previous slide. Okay, let's carry on. I think we should end the dars now because it's already 32 minutes and the recording will stop. So Alhamdulillah, I've got a long list of these words, inshallah. We can do one more, inshallah, and then we will finish our dars for today. So Ar-Rahim occurs 116 times, and it's again the same maddah, the same root letters, Ra, Ha, and Mim. It's a noun, and it means the most merciful or the especially merciful. The especially merciful in Akhirah. Ar-Rahmanu fil dunya wa Ar-Rahimu fil Akhirah. So again, the example is the same. Rahimun, Rahiman. Okay. So Rahimun and Rahiman. But here we have another word, Ruhama. It is in reference with that, which I told you about relation. Okay. So Ruhama means relatives of blood or relatives of belly.
Okay. Bismillah.
जी उर्दू में इसका एक एक्सप्रेशन है, हम कहते हैं चलें छोड़ें, रुहमा, रहम करने वाले या रहम के रिश्ते.
So Sheikh, it would be siblings and parents' siblings.
Yes, inshallah. Yes, रुहमा बैनहुम is रुहमा, not रुहमा means आपस में एक दूसरे पर रहम करने वाले, यानी आपस में एक दूसरे का ख्याल करने वाले.
कराबतदार.
कराबतदार अकरबून है, उसके लिए अरबी में एक अलग लफ्ज है अकरबून. देखें, इसका ताल्लुक पेट से है, ठीक है, या तो औलाद से हो या तो वालिदैन से हो. वो सिस्टर ने जिस तरह बताया, दैट्स द बेस्ट वे टू एक्सप्लेन, आइदर सिबलिंग्स और पेरेंट्स. वसल्लल्लाहु अला मुहम्मद व आलिहि ताहिरीन. इला अर्वाहिल मुमिनीन वल मुमिनात. सवाब सूरतुल फातिहा. बिस्मिल्लाहिर रहमानिर रहीम. अल्हम्दुलिल्लाहि रब्बिल आलमीन. अर्रहमानिर रहीम. मालिकि यौमिद्दीन. इय्याका नअबुदु व इय्याका नस्तईन.